Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 10 of the 30-day Vinyasa challenge. And we are today officially 1/3 of the way through our challenge. And happy Easter to all that celebrate. I'm going to come to a comfortable seat and just reflect on how proud of ourselves we can be for being dedicated to our practice and coming to the mat every single day and giving it all we got. And that means whatever that day brought to the mat, being grateful for the opportunity to practice together every single day. So we're going to get started. Comfortable seat, closing the eyes like we always do. Taking a nice deep breath in and sighing it all out. Bringing your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Another deep breath. And sigh. One more time, all the way to the top. Holding it for 3, 2, 1, and letting it all go. Feeling the muscles releasing and relaxing. Letting the shoulders slide down the spine and the back. Just bring your focus inward. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you today. Breathing in that beautiful healing light. And exhaling all tension, anxiety, doubt. Breathing in confidence and power. And exhaling fear and darkness, self-judgment. Inhaling gratitude, confidence and love. Letting go of everything else. Letting go of all insecurities. Just letting it all go. Breathing through the nose, filling the lungs and the belly. Focusing on your breath. Letting those waves wash over you, bringing you peace, calm, quiet. Bringing your hands to heart center, choosing an intention. Pressing the thumbs into the sternum and pressing your heart forward. Sitting up tall and strong. Feeling that power, that confidence. Choosing anything positive that works for you today that speaks to you. Bringing gratitude to the mat. Bringing strength or focus, presence. And then bring those thumbs to that third eye. That space between your eyebrows. Pressing the thumbs there and planting that thought there. Hinging forward, bringing your elbows and your fingers to the earth. Connecting to the earth. And then rolling it up with an inhale, exhale, releasing those hands up to the sky, pressing the air away and letting your intention go. For the universe to know, reaching up, inhale. Let that chin follow the hands and exhale, pressing it all the way. Inhale up, letting those eyes flutter open. And exhale away. Inhale. And exhale, pressing the fingers into the earth. Lifting those palms up, dropping the chin to the heart. And inhale up, leaving the fingers where they are. Exhale to the heart. And up again, inhale. Dropping the head to a neutral spine. We're going to gaze over the right shoulder. Through center on a level plane and to the left. Back to the right. Dropping the chin to your shoulder. Raising it back to neutral through center to the left. And dropping your chin to the shoulder. Back up and to center. Right hand to left ear. Draw that right ear to the shoulder and drop the shoulder down. Walking the left fingers away a little bit further, then flip that palm up. And release, left hand to right ear. Drawing the left ear to the shoulder, drop the shoulder down, walk those right fingers away a little bit further, and then flip that palm up. And release, hands on the knees, drop the chin, bring it over to the right shoulder and make neck circles here. Pausing anywhere where it feels tight or tense. And reversing those circles. And back to the heart. Roll the spine away. Roll the spine forward, heart forward, elbows back, chin up to the sky. Back to the heart, roll it back. Bring it forward. Exhale around. Inhale forward. And 2 more times this way. Feeling that spine start to warm up, loosen up. And 1 more time. Rolling it back. Interweave the fingers. Press the palms away. Nice big long stretch in that upper body. And bringing those palms up to the sky. Wiggle the arms behind the ears, shoulders down. We're going to bend the elbows, bringing the hands behind the head. And bring the elbows over to the right. Stretching out the front of those shoulders, top of the shoulders. And try not to bring your head forward. Bring it back, nice long spine. Over to the left. Giving our muscles time to respond. Over to the right. And back to the left. To center, opening those hands. And just turn the arms. Maybe rotating more than 180. Feeling those muscles stretching out and releasing. And rolling the wrists back to the heart. Inhale up. Palms touch and then twisting it to the right. Sitting up nice and tall, pressing those shoulder blades together. Through center and to the left. Back to center, palms face forward. I'm going to walk it out in front. Nice forward fold here, spreading those fingers wide, sliding them away and folding down. Maybe bringing those arms a little bit wider. And sliding it back in, walking the hands to frame that right knee and fold it down. Pressing that left hip down, nice long stretch here in that left side body. Move on to that right forearm, reaching that left arm up and over, rolling the heart toward the sky. So the arm is behind the ear. And pressing that left hip down, really lengthen that side body. Float it over to the left. Reaching the right hand, same thing, pressing that hip down. And reaching it over. And floating it back to the right. Coming back to center, changing the cross of the legs. Inhale up. Palms connect, twisting it to the right. Through center and to the left. Leave your right hand against your left thigh. Really twist A little bit deeper, but sitting up nice and straight. Bringing it back to center, palms facing forward, walking it out again. Sliding those fingers away, maybe the arms come a little bit wider and folding it down. Sliding it back in, framing the left knee. Sitting up nice and tall and folding forward. Coming on to that left arm, right arm reaches. Pressing the heart toward the sky. Flipping it to the right. And back to the left. And bringing it back to center. Bringing the hands behind your back. Weave the fingers together. Press the knuckles toward the earth. Shoulders roll back. Heart pops up to the sky. And then lifting those hands away from your back. And releasing. Palms behind you, fingers face the bottom. We're going to roll up for a nice little back bend here. Draw the shoulder blades together, puff that heart up, and then roll up onto the knees. And gaze behind you. And rolling it down, changing the cross of the legs. One more time, pressing that heart up to the sky, shoulder blades together, and rolling up onto those knees. Hips come up nice and high and forward. And lowering it all down, but bringing those feet nice and wide. We're going to roll the pelvis forward, walking the flesh away from our sits bones. Sitting up nice and tall and walking the hands out in front. Toes point toward the sky. Just come down a little bit at a time. Working your way in, stretching out those inner thighs, opening those hips. And maybe dropping all the way to the floor wherever your forward fold is. And just releasing that neck. And if you like, you can reach for your ankles or your feet. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing it up. Bringing the feet together, clasping the hands. Roll the shoulders back and down, heart toward the sky, sitting up nice and tall, butterfly those knees. Warming up those hips. A lot of hip work today. Coming to stillness, press the heart forward, elbows back. Chin is level with the floor, you don't want to hyperextend your neck. Roll it away. Lengthen those arms nice and straight, nice and long. This is a nice stretch for the side of the neck, top of the shoulders. Press it forward, elbows back. Feel that stretch in that lower spine. Roll it away. Press it forward. Now lift the heart, lift the belly, lengthen that lower spine, fold forward a little bit more. One more time, lift the belly, lift the heart, lengthen, and we're going to fold down over those feet, releasing the shoulders and the neck, wherever your fold is, that's fine. Working with your personal edge. If you want to go a little bit deeper, if you're extra bendy, you can walk those hands out in front, lift, and fold. As long as the shoulders and the neck are released and relaxed. And walk it back in, bring those feet out in front. Legs nice and long. Shake them out. Windshield wiper the feet. Again, walking the flesh away from our sits bones, sitting up super tall. Flex those feet, reach the hands up. Puff the heart toward the sky, lengthen that lower spine, and we're reaching toward our feet. Gaze is forward. Shoulders relaxed, elbows gently bent. Inhale, lift the belly, lengthen, walk it down the thigh a little bit further. Inhale, lengthen. And one more time, inhale, lengthen. And folding it down. Each inhale, lengthening a little bit more. Each exhale, maybe folding a little bit deeper. And breathing here. And dragging the hands up the legs. And now we're going to bring our hands behind us. A little bit behind the shoulders, pressing the palms, fingers are facing your bum. And we're going to lift the hips up and press up into inclined plane. Head is even with your shoulders and your spine. And lower it down. Just waking up those arms. Flipping your feet behind you and coming into tabletop. Setting your table here, walking your hands 2 inches forward. We're going to make hip circles. Rolling hips forward, sideways and back. And reversing those circles. And coming to neutral, bringing your knees wide, big toes touch, sinking back for wide-legged child's pose. Wiggle that belly between the thighs, press the bum back with the fingertips, and lower it down. Maybe rolling the forehead on the earth. And then pausing here, reaching back for the heels. And pressing your bum away, shoulder blades together. It's a beautiful stretch in the collarbones, top of the shoulders. And release. Press the palms, coming back into your tabletop. Walk the hands forward. And we're going to lower down into modified cobra. So arms are nice and long. Getting a nice stretch in that lower back. And lower down to Sphinx. So we're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders. And then lower all the way down. Hands underneath our face. Just need a little more space here. We're going to reach the hands out in front, lifting those feet, the heart and the head. For locust, bringing the hands back by your hips, lengthen from the hips down. And then reaching for those ankles, binding here, lifting your heart. A nice arch in that back. Pressing those feet away and releasing, lowering it all down. Hands underneath the shoulders, back into modified cobra. And pressing back for child's pose. Coming into your tabletop. And some cat-cow stretches here, dropping that belly, inhale up. Tailbone toward the sky and rounding it away with an exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep moving with your breath. Pausing here, we're going to reach our right hand forward and our left heel back. Bend that left knee and reach for that ankle. Bind around the ankle and reaching that foot up and away. Nice back bend here, pressing into that left hand. And release, other side. Left hand forward, right heel back. Bend that knee. Bind and arch that back. And release. Pressing the palms, curl the toes, coming into your first down dog. And walk that dog. Press one heel and pause. And then the other. And then walk your dog. You can turn your heels out and your knees in, whatever feels good for you. Pausing here, press those shoulders back toward the shins. And the fingertips are pressing into the mat. Come up onto the toes. Press that tailbone up toward the sky and lower down onto the toes. Bend the knees. Nice deep bend here, lifting it up. Lowering those heels again onto the toes. Bend the knees, crouching that dog, gaze between the hands and step it up for forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen that spine and fold it down. Feet come a little bit wider than hips distance. Inhale halfway, lengthen again, and fold it down. Ragdoll here. Bend the knees, clasp the elbows, and just sway side to side. You can bring your shoulders all the way to the side if you like. This is a beautiful stretch for that lower spine, the hamstrings, the calves. And coming to center, hands on top of the feet, rolling it up. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Reach the hands up and back. Press the hips forward. Hands to the heart. Reach it up and back. Open the heart. Pausing here. And dive it all the way down. Bend those knees. Halfway. And fold. Roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. 2 more rounds. Reach it up and back. Open the heart. Pausing here. Dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Roll it up. At the top, roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. 1 more time. Reach it up and back. Open. Pause here. And dive. Fingertips. And fold. Roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. We're going to come into some side sways with the spine, reaching the hands up, clasping the fingers, steeple the fingers like Charlie's Angels fingers. And we're going to tick over to the right and rolling that heart up a little bit to the sky and then talk over to the left. So just tick-tocking back and forth. Bending the knees a little bit if you need to. Getting a nice side bend with that spine. Warming up that spine. And 1 more time for both sides. Good. Bringing it back to center. Reaching it up. Open that heart. And dive. Fingertips. And fold, stepping the right foot back, warrior 1. And opening for warrior 2. Coming nice and low. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending. And back to warrior 2. Side angle. Nice and low, reaching that arm up and extending over the head. Gaze is up. Past your elbow. Bringing it back to warrior 2. Windmill the hands down. Roll up the back heel and step it up for forward fold. Halfway. And fold, roll it up. Roll those shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open and dive. Fingertips. And fold, left foot back, warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reverse that warrior. Keep extending. Back into warrior 2. Side angle. And extend it forward. Roll that heart toward the sky. And back into warrior 2. Windmill it down, roll up that back heel, step it up. Forward fold, halfway. And fold, roll the spine up. At the top, roll the shoulders, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Reach it up and back. And open. And dive. Fingertips. And fold. Right foot back, warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior, really extend it. And back to warrior two, side angle. And extending that side angle. Back to warrior two. And windmill the hands down. Step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half. And fold, bend the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open. And dive. Fingertips. And fold, left foot back. Warrior one. And warrior two. And reverse that warrior. Keep extending. Warrior two. Side angle. Back to warrior two. Windmill the hands down. And step it up. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. And fold, bend the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Taking a drink break here, or a nice deep breath, or both. Top of the space. Reach it up and back. Open that heart. And dive. Fingertips. And fold, stepping back to warrior one. Really sink it low. Get that shin or that thigh parallel with the floor. Opening up, warrior two. And we're going to reverse that warrior. Back into warrior two. Now bring the back hand to meet the front. Like you're loading a bow with an arrow. Draw that arm back. Really squeeze between the shoulder blades. Release that, straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. And coming forward, reaching through those ribs and coming into triangle. Nice. Right hand comes down. We're going to revolve that triangle. Reaching that left arm up. And coming back into triangle. Bend that knee, plant the hand for extended side angle. Beautiful. Bringing that right hand down and coming into lizard, so both hands are inside of that left foot. Rocking it forward and back. And then frame the foot. So moving your left hand outside of that left foot and pressing back for three-legged dog. Lowering that foot down, coming onto the toes, crouch that dog, hop it up. Forward fold, inhale halfway, and fold. Roll it up, roll the shoulders, reach it up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart, reach it up. Open and dive. Fingertips. And fold, left foot back, warrior one. Warrior two. Left hand to the right palm. Loading that bow, drawing it back, really squeezing between those shoulder blades and release. Reaching that right hand up, straightening the front leg. Reverse triangle. And then reaching forward through the rib cage and revolve for triangle. Bring the left hand down inside of the right foot and revolving your triangle. Bringing it back to triangle. Bending the right knee. Placing that right hand inside of the right foot for extended side angle. Left hand inside of the right foot for lizard. Rocking it forward and back. Bring your right hand outside of the right foot, coming back into three-legged dog. You might have to walk your hands back a little bit. Lowering that foot. Coming into dog, up onto the toes, crouch the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half. And fold, roll it up. Roll those shoulders, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Nice deep breath. And take another drink if you need. And we're going to do that series one more time. Reach it up. Open the heart. And dive. Fingertips. And fold right foot back, warrior one. Warrior two. Archer, right hand to the left palm, draw it back, really squeeze, dropping that shoulder down, really squeezing and release. Straighten that front knee and reverse triangle. Very nice. Coming forward, reaching out and coming into triangle. Right hand down inside of that left foot. You can clasp onto the left ankle if you need to, and revolve your triangle. Bringing it back to triangle. Planting the left hand inside of the left foot, bending the knee. Maybe wiggling the foot out, coming into extended side angle. Dropping those hips nice and low. Hands inside of that left foot, rolling it up for lizard, rocking back and forth. Framing that front foot, walk the hands back a little bit and coming into three-legged dog. Really press those shoulders back toward the shin. Lower the foot. The toes, curl up the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Halfway. And fold, roll it up. Reach, roll those shoulders, reach it back. Hands to the heart. Other side, reach it up. Open and dive. Fingertips and fold, left foot back. Warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior. Back to warrior two. Archer, left hand, right palm. Draw that bow back. Really squeeze between the shoulder blades. And release. Right hand up. And straighten that front leg for reverse triangle. Coming into triangle, reaching through that rib cage. And then rotate those arms. And that is getting slippery. I'll have to add my towel and left hand inside of the right foot for revolve triangle. Back to triangle. Planting the right hand, coming into extended side angle. Both hands inside of the right foot. Your lizard, rocking it forward and back. Frame that right foot, walk the hands back, and coming into three-legged dog. Bringing that foot down onto the toes, Crouch the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half. Fold it down, roll it up. Keep going, roll those shoulders up, back and down. Reach it up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good job. Nice deep breath. Reach it up. Open. Pausing here, keep opening and dive. Fingertips. And fold, coming into plank. And then we're going to lower down into low plank. And we're going to do knee taps. Left and right. Going for 6, that's 4. And coming back into low plank. And we're going to rock forward and back. Feeling that in the obliques and doing our hip twists. Two more. And coming into dolphin. Walking those feet up. And then bringing your head between your elbows and your shoulders. Really feeling that stretch. Planting those heels if you can. Pressing up into down dog. Reset your dog. Onto the toes. Bend the knees. Lift it up. Plant the heels. Right foot up. And ankle circles here. And reverse circle. Bend that knee, fire hydrant. And extend. And warrior one. And warrior two. Backhand to meet the front. Shifting your weight into your right leg for warrior three. Knee up to the belly. And lower that down. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Inhale it up. Open that heart. And dive. Fingertips. And fold back into plank. And down to low plank. Clasp the hands, rock it forward and back. And knee taps. That's 4, 5. One more each side. And bring it back into dolphin. Really open up those shoulders. Press the palms. Bringing it up to down dog. Reset your dog. Up onto the toes. Crouch the dog. Press it up. Lower the heels. Left foot up to the sky. And ankle circles here. You got this. And reversing those circles. And fire hydrant on this side. And bringing it back three-legged. Lowering that foot onto the toes. Crouch the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half. And fold. Roll it up. And I forgot warrior three, didn't I? Roll those shoulders, reach it up and back. No worries, we will get there. And hands to the heart, taking a breath break or a drink break. Nice deep breath. Top of the space, reach it up. Keep reaching, open the heart, and dive. fingertips. And fold back on the right for warrior one. And warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Back into warrior two. Backhand meets the front, roll up that back heel. Warrior three on this side. Bringing that right knee forward, hands to the heart, knee to the belly. And I'm going to turn forward so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring this foot into half lotus. So you tuck the heel into the hip bone and press the knee back. That's going to keep it there. And we're going to come into toe stand from here. So bringing your elbows down to your shin, pressing the palms at your heart, fingertips down to the earth, bending that left knee, coming up onto your left toes, and your heel is basically between your two bums. Now really press your toes to the outside of that left thigh. I don't know if I'll be able to balance today, but I'm going to try. Squeeze all the muscles in your right leg. Bring one hand to your heart. I'm going to try for some balance. Some core work here. Very tricky. And release. And we're going to roll it up. Halfway. And fold. Reverse it all the way up the back. Reach it back. Hands to the heart. Lift it up and back. Open. Keep opening. And dive. Fingertips. And fold. Left foot back. Warrior one. Hey, every day is different. Every side is different. And warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Back into warrior two. Flip up that back heel. And come into warrior three. On the right. Bringing hands to the heart. Knee to the belly. And again, coming into half lotus. So your heel into your hip. Press that knee back. Hands to heart center. We're going to bring our elbows to our shin. Bending that right knee. Fingers to the earth. And coming down. And planting that heel where it needs to go. Sitting up nice and tall. And really hooking those toes on the outside of that thigh. I don't know if balance is my game today. But it's something to work toward. Goals. Yep, not going to happen today. Release. Coming halfway. And fold. Let's bring those feet a little bit more than hips distance. Inhale halfway. And fold. Inhale halfway. And fold. Wrap the arms around the knees. And grab opposite elbows. Straighten those legs. Really press that tailbone toward the sky. Head and neck are nice and loose, nice and relaxed. You can twist a little bit side to side if you like, if that feels good. Shift your weight toward your toes. Bend the knees, release the hands. Come up halfway. And fold, reverse swan all the way up. Reach it back. And hands to the heart. Now we're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold, coming sideways on your mat. Bring those feet nice and wide, turning the toes out. Actually, my bad. Turn the toes in. Forward fold. Bending those knees softly. Coming into a back bend first, finding your back pockets. Pressing the hips forward and walking those hands down the back of your legs, using your hips as counterbalance. Just finding your edge. And when you're ready, Walking the hands back up, tucking the chin, gazing forward. That'll get rid of any dizziness. And then hinging forward at the hips. Nice flat back all the way down. So you're really squeezing those glutes, pressing down into the feet, and then hands underneath your face. Once your head is hanging onto the fingertips, flat back. And fold, now bringing the toes out, heels in. We're gonna come into Goddess, so bring those feet nice and wide. One hand on the hip, other hand on the hip. Raising up, talking that tailbone forward. So sinking nice and low. Checking in with your alignment. Knees over the ankles. Not to go beyond. Just holding here. Opening those hips, maybe sinking a little bit lower. A little bit lower. Raising up, reaching those hands. Coming into cactus arms and squatting into Goddess. Nice. This is just working up to a peak pose we're going to try called Firefly. Sway back and forth. And forward fold again, bending those knees, toes in, heels out, and folding forward. Releasing your head toward the earth, grasping ankles, and pulling yourself in closer. And hands underneath the face. So set up for Firefly. I have to do it on 2 blocks. My one wrist doesn't bend 90 degrees. So this helps. But set up is to bring your feet forward on your mat. Walk your hands back, fingers facing forward. Bend the elbows. You should turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Bending the elbows so that your bum has a shelf to rest on. That is set up for Firefly. I'm going to do it on the blocks, which is more stable for me. So my bum, my thighs are right up on my elbows. And then you wiggle your feet out in front. And this is plenty of a setup. You can try lifting one foot and then the other, or both, and it's not going to happen for me today. But that's a good thing to work on for arm balances. And that really works the upper body strength, the upper arm strength, especially the pecs and the triceps. Now let's bring it back to down dog. I'm going to raise that right foot up to the sky. Fire hydrant on this side. Flip the dog. Reach it out. Flip it back. And then bring knee to left elbow and come into fallen triangle. Maybe lifting that right foot up. Bringing it back to three-legged. And swinging the right knee to the right wrist for pigeon. Sliding that left foot back. Walking the hands back to the hips. Walking it forward. Clearing that shin and folding down. Making sure your hips are square to the earth. And just release those hips. And if you find any rounding in your back, really lengthen and let it go. Breathing here. And if you have a split in your practice, you can bring it into split now. Walking it back, straightening your front leg, rocking side to side on the hips, level them out. Nice back bend here. And taking your split wherever it is. Just breathing into it. Pressing the palms. Bringing that foot back into pigeon. Square the hips, curl the back toes, and back into three-legged dog. And lowering that foot. Raising that left foot up to the sky. Fire hydrant on this side. Then flip that dog. Flip it back. Three-legged. Bringing that knee to the right elbow and finding fallen triangle. Maybe raising that foot up. And bringing it back to three-legged. And then swinging that knee up to your left wrist. Coming into pigeon. Sliding that right foot back, uncurling the toes. Walk those hands back to your hips. Rock the hips so that they are square. Clear that shin and fold it down. Maybe come up, lengthen, and fold again. Just feel that opening, feel that release in the hip. And you can stay here, or if you want to bring it to split, you can bring your hands back, lift up, slide that foot forward. Again, squaring your hips. And then fold it down, or take your split wherever it goes. Walking the hands back in. Bending that front knee back into pigeon. Press the palms in front, curling the back toes. Lifting up into three-legged. And lowering it all down. Walk your dog, reset your dog. Come up onto the toes. Bend the knees. And hop it up. Malasana. Just swing side to side, and you can bring it to the front so you can see what I'm doing. Hands to heart center. Really press those elbows into the knees, open them up. Press the heart forward, tuck the tailbone to the earth. You can sway. You can come up onto your toes if you want to strengthen those ankles. And lower down, we're going to bind in our Malasana, or attempt to. So we're going to lower our elbows down, wrap the arms around, and slide our hands one at a time underneath our heels. And then draw up against the heels and draw our shoulder blades together. Open up that heart, and this really opens up that sacrum area, that lower back, sciatic area, piriformis. It's wonderful, and you can even bring your head down to the earth if you like. Bringing it back up, releasing one hand, pressing the palm, then the other hand, pressing the palm. And we're going to bring it down onto our backs. Taking a seat from Malasana. Bringing those shins in. Giving yourself a nice big hug. Walking those heels back to the bone. Sitting up nice and tall. Big squeeze here. And rolling it down, lifting those feet. Some ab work, nice and controlled, as slow as you can. All the way down. And let it go. String those feet wide, windshield wiper the knees. Releasing those hips. One more time, each side. And from here, we can come into half reclining hero. Ardha Supta Virasana. So bending the right knee, grabbing onto your ankle, bringing the knee down to the earth, and you can slowly wiggle that foot back. Feel that nice stretch in that quad area. Making sure to press that lower spine down so we're not arching the back, stressing that lower back. And then wiggle that foot out and release other side. Roll up, grab onto the ankle, draw the foot back, tuck the toes, and then press that lower spine down. I'm actually going to bring my right foot on top of my left knee just to press it down a little bit more. Get a deeper stretch in the quad on that side. One of the benefits of being so flexible is that I can get into these positions. One of the downsides is that I really need to exaggerate my stretch to get anything out of it. I'm going to release my right foot, wiggle that left foot out, bringing it back into my tented knees, hands on the knees, and make those circles, roll that lower back. Reverse those circles. And bringing it into happy baby, stacking the ankles over the knees, really drawing those feet down. So pressing your shoulders into the earth, opening up your heart, shoulder blades together. Soles of the feet together, clasp the hands around the feet, draw the feet to the pelvis, press the knees away. Here you can arch your lower back a little bit. Really lengthen those arms as long as you can. Knees together into the belly, nice big hug. Rocking side to side. Airplane the arms out, drop the knees to the right elbow. And gazes to the left, bringing that right hand on top of the left hip and pull it closer for a deeper twist. So there's only tension in the right arm as it's pulling, the left hip is released. Press the palms, roll it through center and over to the left. Gaze to the right, left hand on that right hip and pull. Right hip is relaxed. Back to center. Plant that left foot. Grab onto the right foot and cross it over your heart. Wrap the right arm around the knee. Plant the heel into your left arm and just hug it in. Half a baby cradle. Really squeeze that in. And release other foot. Planting that left heel into your right elbow, wrapping your left arm around, and squeezing it in. So good. We did a lot of hip work today, releasing a lot of stress, a lot of emotional stress, a lot of tension. Now bringing those legs up to the sky. For waterfall, or you can pop up into a shoulder stand here. Bring those shoulder blades together. Shoulders against the earth. Let's open those legs nice and wide, pressing the palms inside of those thighs. Encouraging a little more length, opening. Hands outside of the legs and bringing them back together. Point the toes away. Flex those feet. Point and flex and make ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. Curl the toes. Spread them nice and wide. Bring the soles of the feet together at the base of the spine, letting the knees drop out to the side. Releasing that lower back to the earth, reaching the elbows, reaching the arms up, grasping opposite elbows. Taking a nice deep breath in and sighing it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. But bring those legs nice and long on your mat. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up, wiggle those shoulder blades closer together. Just releasing everything. Breathing in and breathing out. Reflecting on how good you feel right now. Appreciating that yoga glow. All those beautiful endorphins, that beautiful movement. Scanning your body for any areas of tension. And letting it go. Just sink into the earth. Melt into the earth with each exhale. And bring yourself into a beautiful savasana. 5 to 10 minutes of just breath work, breathing in and relaxing. And letting it all go. Thank you for joining me for day 10. I appreciate you. Divine light in me sees and bows to that same light in you. Namaste.